For more than 70.
Welcome back. We're Chip Mark Carlson, Norton, Northern Valley, getting ready to go after it.
And they are just minutes away or a little bit away from the introduction of the team. So I'll tell you, you got a large, the student bodies turned out across the way for Norton.
Yeah.
And they're going to be making a lot of noise. And then you have the entire county.
The rest of the county.
The rest of the county over here for Northern Valley. And then the gym is suddenly a very noisy place.
Electric.
That's a good word. It's warm in here, you know. These early games, you're not yet in autumn.
No, I know you don't like it, and I don't like. Well, I like it. I like being warm.
Well, you know, I if I wanted to go to a sweat lodge, I'd go to Arizona. Is my thought.
They're introducing the players, but we can't see them because of our camera.
Let me read them. For Northern Valley, you have Sydney Brands, 5'5" senior. Zoe Cox, 5'6" senior. Paige Baird, 5'8" senior. Jaden Smith, 5'8" senior. McKenna Hammonds, 5'6" senior. And Brianna Salmons, 5'8" senior. For the Norton Bluejays, you have Avery Miller. She's a 5'7" sophomore. Tessa Hauser, they list her at 6'2". She's a sophomore. I think she's probably closer to 6 foot. You have Leah David, and Leah David is a 5'8" senior. You have looking for the other Hauser, Hadley Hauser, 6'2", and she's all of that, senior. Karen Kuhn, 5'9", senior. And you mentioned another name that I don't have.
Delilah Gehringer.
Yeah.
5'5" junior.
And that's it for the starting lineups.
Norton on the left side of the screen, and the Huskies of Northern Valley in the green and black on the right side of the screen as we get set to go.
And the clapping of hands. Insincere wishes that the other team would have a good game. And because you really don't want the other team to have a good game, do you? You know.
Well, you do. Mark, I've told you all along, all the athletes do it now. Shake before the game and after the game.
Yeah. Again, I'm just questioning the sincerity of it. Front line here for Northern Valley, you have Baird, you have Smith, and across the way, I'm trying to make out who that is. Number 4, Brands.
6 seniors on the starting lineup for Northern Valley, and for the Norton Bluejays, they've got a couple of underclassmen, Gehringer and Hauser's a senior. Both one's a junior, one's a senior.
And I misspoke. Baird is on the back row, and she just was unable to handle that serve from Gehringer. And so the first point goes to the Bluejays. Serve comes in again. Tough one to handle. Here comes Baird, blasting it right down the line.
I mean, talk about a rocket.
Yeah, and so quick, getting to the net, making that decision to jump. I said she was on the front row. She is actually, oh yeah, she is on the front row. There she is. She just moved up there, I think. Mishandled by the Bluejays, so 2-1 in favor of Northern Valley. As Brands puts the ball in play to the libero, and different number. Different libero. Jones played the libero the first game, and they don't have a 48 listed. Norton's picking up the point, but she has her name on the back of her jersey, so let's see what, no, it has Norton on the back of her jersey, so not sure who their libero is. Jones.
That's Tally Hartwell.
Hartwell, okay.
5'3" junior.
Jones is in a regular jersey, and she's in to serve, and there's a nice serve, but it just misses. I thought that was low and hard. I thought it was going to hit right in front of the line. Just missed it by a little bit.
Covington checks in for the Huskies, and sitting down, I think, was Brands.
Ball put in play that time by Smith. High set, and here she goes. Baird. Smith back to serve again.
Does get a lot of elevation, and she's looking down on that floor.
Smith puts the ball in play, sent forward. We have a set cross court, and that is put down but out of bounds. Hard hit that time, put down by Kuhn. Jones with a nice pass. We have a set in the middle, and talk about a hard kill.
Hauser.
Wow,
Hadley Hauser, a senior at 6'2".
Looked more like a howitzer on that one. She just really sent a shell into the backcourt of the Huskies. There comes Brand serve. Excuse me, that's not Hartwell serve. And good play at the net that time by Covington.
All right, Paige Baird, if she gets an ace here, will set a new Kansas high school state record for ace serves.
It is. There it is. State record. New state record for ace serves just set by Paige Baird.
That thing was no way to play it.
And that one she sends out of bounds. But a little bit of Kansas high school history here on Open Spaces Sports this evening. Kuhn drops back to serve. Kuhn sends it to the back row, sent high.
That might have been out of bounds.
Cross court. Nice little volley going. Geringer sends it across. Kuhn handles it. Now we have it set back for Kuhn, who fired it from the back row, but she sends it wide. Or wall, excuse me. Kuhn to serve again. Back row, and that's not coming back. It almost made a basket in the basketball goal that is high above the gym as it was on the backboard, rolling around, bouncing around.
That was kind of the way I played, right? Kind of rolled around and fell off.
Kuhn fires one long. So 2-point advantage for Northern Valley as preparing to serve, I believe, is number 4, Zoe Cox. Or excuse me, Sydney Brands. Jones with a pass. Tapped over, but out of bounds that time. Going high to try to get it down. Number 35, Haley Spargo. Ball put into play. High set off the hands of a lot of people, and Geringer kind of excited about that one, and why not? That was well played. Jones is checking out. Leah Davids checking in. Play the front row along with Tessa Hauser and Geringer. Ball put in play that time by Spargo. Kill off the blockers. What a great save. Covington, though, was waiting at the net for that one and put it down.
Covington is 6'1", almost 6'2". Doesn't have to jump much when you're that tall.
She's checking out now, and checking in for her is McKenna Hammond. Hammond in to serve, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, dinked over, and then Spargo, flat foot kill attempt, send it out of the ballpark. A little too hard. Front row right now, we have Tessa Hauser along with Spargo. And David unable to handle that serve as it goes out of bounds. And a timeout taken by Norton. Scores 12-7.
Years, the Almena State Bank, with locations in Almena and Norton, has been your locally owned and operated full-service bank. Your deposits and investments stay in the community, benefiting your friends and neighbors. Their staff continually works to build on the high quality of service you have come to expect and deserve. The Almena State Bank offers a full range of commercial and personal banking services, complete with their easy-to-use mobile banking. Stop by today and let them help you make your financial goals a reality. Almena State Bank, Equal Opportunity Employer, member FDIC.
Grant Bailey of Bailey Ag Solutions in Norton is your channel seed rep. That's right, and he understands that the difference is seedsmanship. Yeah, at Channel he knows the importance of staying connected and getting his boots dirty all season long, working with you, the farmer. As a seed expert, he looks to get the most out of your fields by putting himself right into them throughout the season. Bailey Ag Solutions, your channel seeds rep in Norton, Kansas.
Welcome back, folks.
And we have McKenna Hammond serve, and the timeout cooled her off as she puts it in the net. That's going to send Tessa Hauser back to the service line. She'll be serving from approximately the center of the court. Sends one in the back row, sent forward, and here pushed over. Geringer sends it into the back row, and then it's just fired quickly back. Have a set for Geringer, and Geringer saw the blocker set in front of her, wanted to drive it through them, drove it into the net instead, and it's 13-8 in favor of Northern Valley. Serve comes in, cross court set, flying in is Hauser. Great save that time by Libero. And that's Hartwell.
They never had a set for Baird in that sequence at all.
Geringer sends one long. I'll tell you, when you're behind and trying to dig your way out of the hole, you just have to connect on everything.
Yeah, particularly serves.
Sydney Brands puts it in play. Another great save by the libero. Another great save over there by Geringer, keeping things alive. Ball pushed over. Great dig. Kept alive by Spargo. Just needs to be rolled over. Great job of doing that by Geringer. Here, I'll tell you what. Baird.
That's what I said a moment ago. You know, Norton didn't give a chance for them to use her and to set her up that time. If they get a set to her, she's pretty difficult unless you can block her at the net.
She's kind of deadly. Got a rifle arm, and she knows how to fire that shell. Brands puts the ball into the net. Jones steps in to serve for Norton. Jones fires one to the back row. Hammonds keeps it alive, but it wasn't able to get a pass on it. And Brands puts it into the bleachers. So Jones to serve again. Her team down by 4. Norton needing to dig their way out of a bit of a hole here. We have a set for Brands. When in doubt, go to Brands, huh?
Go to Bear.
Oh, excuse me, Bear. Ball put over by Hauser. Great job of reaction defense by Norton. Oh, and a valiant effort to get something under that time by Kuhn. Just couldn't do her. So the Huskies increase their lead to 5 points again. And that's Smith with the serve. Again, my old eyes are having trouble picking up the numbers on the jerseys of the Northern Valley girls. White numerals are a little easier to see. And I was able to see that time that was Hauser. And Hauser getting up there into the rafters.
If you get a set for Hauser, she's going to drill you too.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good player. Very well coordinated for a 6'2" player. Flying in, pushing it over that time was Zoe Cox, but pushing it out of bounds. Hartwell back to serve. And there comes the serve, drops it in there, bumps it over right into the hands of Kuhn, who put it down hard, and it's not coming back. Great effort to try to make it come back.
She slipped and fell on that floor.
Yeah. Again, very hot in the gymnasium. It is a sweat lodge. Rich likes that. I think it's because he has mystical experiences, but not for me.
I just don't like it miserably cold, and I don't like cold.
I don't like that either,
I've seen you in hypothermia mode.
Yeah, I have put my life on the line for this company. Pumped up. There's Covington. Fires it off of Tessa.
She didn't get a lot of the credit, but she's pretty good on that front row, blocking, and if you get her a good set, she can find an open spot.
Yeah, she's a good player. I'm impressed with the Northern Valley team. Right now, Baird serving. And Norton stuffed at the net that time.
Salmons.
Baird serve. Ooh, boy, just missed that back line. That is going to send Kuhn back to the service line. And Norton's actually the entire Norton team is looking kind of like Colby looked against this team. They're down, but they're fighting hard to come back, and they just pulled this thing to within a couple. 18-16.
They're in it. There's no doubt about it. They're in it.
And a timeout taken by Northern Valley, and I think they're thinking the same thing, Rich.
Hammond Hut is located right along the highway in Long Island, Kansas. You can't miss it. It's right off the highway. And they're only open about 3 months out of the year during the summer because they use a lot of the kids in the community to help serve the great food that they supply. It is some great food, folks. So next summer, when you're traveling through the Long Island area and around the Long Island area, stop by the Hammond Hut for a great hamburger, potato salad, French fries, you name it, they've got it. The Hammond Hut, right off the highway in Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Welcome back to the Norton High School Gymnasium. I want to apologize. I was calling number 35's name Spargo. They do have a number 35 on the roster. She's a freshman, but number 35 out there right now is Avery Miller. Serve from Kuhn. Good serve, sent cross court. Again, that's a great play at the net by Covington. Good job getting things back by Tessa Hauser. And sent over, and it caught the line. Guess what? Hartwell, the libero, rolled it across and found a perfect spot right on the line. And Norton pulls with in one. Kuhn back to serve again. And there comes her serve to the back row, and it's lifted, and guess what? Norton has climbed out of the hole, Rich.
Yeah, they're tied it up. We mentioned in the Colby match that, I'll get to it in a moment, Norton takes the lead.
That was a great play at the net by Geringer.
Jada McEwen has not been released to play. She's a start. She would be a starter, I think, on this Norton team.
19-18. Norton has not only climbed out of the hole, they have taken a step above that, and Geringer is a large part of that, and she just sent one back. Great block at the net that time by Avery Miller. And Norton takes a 2-point lead. Fighting from behind. Can they climb to the top of the mountain? Oh, that was a nasty serve. And that was a great block by Tessa Hauser, and that time it went through her hands. And I'll tell you what, great defense being played right now by Northern Valley. Here comes a kill. Oh, well placed, well done, as the ball is put down hard by Brianna Salmons. Jaden Spear was in there. She just checked out.
Brand's in.
High set for a couple of big girls playing tough ball at the net. Hauser and Covington. And good attempt at a block that time by the aforementioned Hauser. But Tessa Hauser has her hands at the wrong angle, and it goes off those hands and out of bounds. So we're tied at 20 apiece. Serve comes in, dug out by Hartwell, just needs to be pushed over. Jones gets that done. Covington sets it up, goes to the back row. We have a back row set for Kuhn. Kuhn sends it in, and Covington puts it down, but it's staying alive, pushed over by Kuhn. We have a back set. Here comes Baird, but it's long. That was quite the volley, Rich.
It was a great volley. Norton with a point.
We have the Blue Jay mascot across the way. Talk about being hot.
Yeah.
Miller sends it in. We have a high set and then a block at the net. It doesn't really get over the net. The blockers were set, and it just might have intimidated.
Timeout, Northern Valley. Norton up by 2.
That's right.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery with a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high quality cement.
Moffett Drug is committed to helping their customers in the Norton community. You'll find every member of their staff to be knowledgeable and accessible. While their commitment to personal service is still the most important aspect of their business, they are constantly expanding to include many patient care services, such as diabetic shoes, home health aids, immunizations, and much, much more. It's all brought to you by Moffett Drug, where they hope you enjoy shopping with them, and it is always their pleasure to serve you.
Welcome back to the Norton High School Gymnasium, where the hometown Blue Jays have a 2-point lead over Northern Valley. Avery Miller is back to serve for the Blue Jays, and she puts a hard serve in the back row, and that's not coming back. Nice.
Norton once down by 7, Marquez up by 3.
Looking very tough. Miller back to serve again as soon as she receives permission.
Jaden Spear checked in.
Spear on the back row playing, and it goes to Spear, but it goes out of bounds. And so, 2-point lead now for the Blue Jays. And dropping back to serve is Zoe Cox. I think, no, Zoe just had the ball. She's going to hand it off to McKenna Hammond, who is checking in to serve. Hammond's serve goes into David. We have a set for Tessa Hauser. She came down. I was afraid she might hurt her knee, but she's fine. She's up. She was just kind of weirdly contorted there to keep from going under the net, and she comes back and fires it down, and we have a game point.
Game point for Norton.
Sydney Brands. Oh, excuse me, that is not Cindy Browns. That's Tessa Hauser. Back to serve. Ball set high. Kill attempt. The blockers were set. The ball was fired into the net by Salmons, and that ends this game. The first game in this match goes to the Bluejays of Norton, 25-21. We'll be back.
For more than 75 years, the Almena State Bank, with locations in Almena and Norton, has been your locally owned and operated full-service bank. Your deposits and investments stay in the community, benefiting your friends and neighbors. Their staff continually works to build on the high quality of service you have come to expect and deserve. The Almena State Bank offers a full range of commercial and personal banking services, complete with their easy-to-use mobile banking. Stop by today and let them help you make your financial goals a reality. Almena State Bank, equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
New Age Industrial is located in the heartland of America, in Norton, Kansas. With their single location, they are able to assure continuous product quality as well as maintain a consistent, high level of customer service. Their rural location gives them access to a workforce with a very strong work ethic and a true understanding of what the word quality means. Supporting today's broadcast is New Age Industrial. Stephen Cox Associates and Upland Pork of Long Island, Kansas wish the Northern Valley Huskies good luck this year. Stephen Cox Association and its employees value good sportsmanship and are committed to the academic and athletic success of the students at Northern Valley High School. That's Stephen Cox Associates and Upland Pork.
Welcome back. Norton with a come-from-behind 25-21 win, Mark.
And that has to feel awful good to those young ladies. It certainly does to the fans. The student body over there is really pumped. They were doing a little in unison cheer chant while we were away, and a lot of enthusiasm. On the other hand, it's kind of quiet on this side of the gym right now as Northern Valley drops their first game of the year.
They and they had a 7-point lead at one time in that first game. But you got to give Norton credit. The Hauser girls and, a couple of others actually. Geringer.
Geringer, you have to give her a lot of credit. She has really been playing like her hair's on fire out there.
Northern Valley to serve here in game number 2 of this match.
Sometimes on a great come-from-behind effort like that where so many were involved, you almost feel bad singling out anyone, you know.
It was a great effort.
By the whole team, yeah. And here comes the serve, and it's handled in the back court by Kuhn. We have a set for Hauser. And, boy, I'll tell you what, when Hadley Hauser gets a look like that, she knows what to do with it.
Yeah, she is. She gets on top of that ball at 6'2". I mean, I don't know how you return it.
No. Here comes Geringer's serve. Oh, that is a low, nasty thing, but it's handled, and we have a set the other way. And Baird makes her presence felt.
She was somewhat quiet, I think, in the last 10 points of that first game.
Yeah, they kind of kept the ball away from her. And there is Hadley Hauser again.
It's like Courtney Jones is going to check in now.
2 points, both of them coming off kills by Hauser. Jones now with a low, nasty serve. It's going to be a hard one to use offensively, and they don't. Smith gets it across and gets it out. Jones puts the ball in play from the center of the court. Another low one. That one, you got a decent pass on it. You got a set. And the set, kept alive. I thought that was going to score. Great job at the net. Blocking Baird, but it's put back, I believe, by Kuhn, isn't it?
Well, I think it was Hauser, maybe.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, the one that's most excited out there is Avery Miller. Jones back to serve again. She serves from the middle of the court. And, just missed that sideline. Trying to place it down the line, just couldn't get it there. Back to serve. Number 10, Smith. Oh, nice Hartwell kill from the back row by the libero. There she has a nice pass, nice set. Kuhn with a nice kill off the blockers. Great save in the back row. Sets up a Baird kill, which is going to be handled and sent back ultimately by Kuhn. Pushed over down the line. Good job by Jones being there. And Hartwell fires one from the back row. It's going to come back. Here comes Baird. Great play by Hartwell. The libero doing what you need the libero to do. Kuhn sends it back. Set again for Baird. That time she dinks it over the blockers who were set. Going away from her kill wisely. The blockers were there. Actually, what happened? Yes. Just trying to figure out who was back there. Is that Smith? Yes. No, it's not. Yes, it is. High set by Miller, pushed over the blockers and down by Kuhn, but just out. And it's overruled by the referee. The line judge said it was out, but it was because it hit some fingertips. The judge across the way saw the ball hit some fingers. That would explain why it went out a little bit. Hartwell to serve. Norton up by 2, 5-3 the score. Here comes Hartwell's serve, low serve. Handled by Baird, who comes flying in, dinks it over blockers, and look at that, Covington near the net, too near the net. And Covington knew what to do when she saw that ball hanging there. Northern Valley down by 1 now. Here comes the jump serve put in play by Brands. Pushed over back to Brands. We have Baird with a set that time. The kill. It's going to come back. Brands again. We have Covington set in the middle. It goes off the tape. She wanted to blast it to the side of Hauser, Tessa Hauser, who was there, and she did. Wasn't a clean kill, but it hit the net. That tape on the top of the net. And rolled down and tied the score. And Baird to serve. And an ace.
Well, she has set a new state record here today.
And by the time she's finished this year, she may have a record that's going to stand for a long time. Tessa Hauser fired that one into the net. And Northern Valley pulls out to a 2-point lead. And that, another nice serve by Baird. Put right back at them by Covington.
I tell you, Covington's playing well on that front row right now.
Yeah, she's a definite factor. And a timeout taken by Norton. Score 8-5 in favor of Northern Valley.
Doyle Baird of Windmill Farms in Almena, Kansas, is a family-owned business that provides turnkey landscaping service from the final grade to the final blade of grass. They also do individual projects like underground sprinklers, drip systems, trees, shrubs, foundation planting, ponds, pondless waterfalls, streams, patios, walkways, driveways, you name it. If it has anything to do with landscaping, you can depend on Windmill Farms. Check them out on their website at windmillfarmslandscapes.com.
Welcome back, folks. We got a good one going on here. Cross-county rivals. Division 3 versus Division 1. Paige Baird is back and serving. Oh, that was a nice serve. They're going to get it back, though. Nice placement. Did it hit any fingertips? It did. Not.
No, it did not, I guess. I thought it did, but.
Baird to serve again. And she serves that one into the net. I think that is her first service error of the triangular, yeah. Kuhn to serve. And she sends it long. Zoe Cox steps back to serve. Zoe kind of serves from the center of the court. She sends that one in. It's sent forward by Jones. We have a high set for Hauser. Tessa Hauser's skills coming back, though. They fire it hard. Salmons right off of the hands of Jones. So that's going to send Cox back to serve again, as Northern Valley has opened up a little bit of a cushion. Ooh, too near the net. You could see that Miller wanted that ball to come down so she could try to set it, but it was too near the net, and Covington buried it. 6-point lead for Northern Valley. Cox serving. Covington playing tough volleyball at the net. Comes in to Hartwell, and then it's sent down the line by Geringer. We haven't heard her name called in a bit. And that is sent into the referee.
Baird with a back row kill.
Cox to serve again, 13-6. Big lead right now for Northern Valley. Jones keeps that one alive, and then Jones pushes it across. Nice block by Tessa Hauser.
Yeah, they were saying they were at that net. And Hauser and who was with her? Kuhn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring it on, because we're going to block it.
Miller back to serve. Nice pass. Nice set. Covington fires one off of the hands of Tessa Hauser and out of bounds.
Covington's coming out and Hammond in.
Covington's given Northern Valley some great play at the net. Hammond in to serve for her. Near the net. Sure nicer to have it near the net when Covington's not in there. Hartwell with a nice pass. Pushed over by Geringer. Kill from the back row that time, but it's alive still and sent right back in there to Baird, who sent it across and batted around a bit and then hits the ground. So Hartwell, the libero, gets credit in my book for that point, and she comes out. The coach liked it too. Tessa Hauser's back row is now serving. And it's just rolled over. Nice pass. Big bump. And no one wanted to do anything with that. Kuhn a little slow reacting to it, and the ball falls to the ground. 15-8, Northern Valley with a big lead here. 1 point away from doubling up Norton in this game. Back to serve, I believe. That is Salmons. And a hard kill that time by Hauser. That's Hadley Hauser, who's back in now, playing the front row, along with Kuhn and David. Geringer back to serve. Hartwell back in, playing the libero. The great dig that time by Geringer. Keep things alive, Geringer that time. Saves it, and they have a kill opportunity for Kuhn, but it's going to come back across. Kuhn that time sets it to Hartwell. Kuhn comes in and flies. Just tapped it to a spot on the floor. Great diving effort there by both Hammonds and Cox. 5 point lead. Geringer sends a long one. Good call by the back row, recognizing that was going to go long. Brands back now to serve. Sent high by Kuhn. David gets it to Hauser. Tipped over the blockers, but wide that time by Cox.
Baird, I think it was Baird.
Baird, yeah. She wanted to do the blockers were set. She just wanted to push it by them and catch the line. Just missed. Jones back to serve. Ooh, low serve goes into the net. 6-point lead. Smith back to serve. Jaden, I believe. Find the name. Yeah, Jaden Smith. Her serve goes into Jones. Miller with a set. Hauser with a hard kill, but it comes back. Miller's going to set her again. She's going to do it again. This time it would have been out of bounds. And I'll tell you what, that time Brands knew it. She knew, oh man, I just need to let it go.
She couldn't move quick enough.
Couldn't move quick enough to get out of the way. Bumped up and out. Nice serve by Hartwell.
Here comes Norton again.
17-13, Northern Valley with the advantage. Here comes the serve, and it's going to fall in for an ace. And Hartwell's loving that.
Jaden Spears going to check in, a 5'6" sophomore.
Putting her in to play some defense on that back row.
In for Brands.
And they test her right away. And the pass, that time by Baird, was not handled by the front row, and a timeout taken by Northern Valley. 17-15, they have the lead, but Norton is challenging.
All-American Glass is there to serve their customers wherever they are. At All-American Glass, they feature NGA-certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All-American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All-American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257. Are you tired of all the TV ads for auto insurance? At the Almena Insurance Agency, many of the companies they represent eliminate that advertising cost and pass the savings on to you. No frills, just good rates and service. At the Almena Insurance Agency, a portion of every premium dollar that you pay while doing business with them is reinvested back into the community and the school district. That's the Almena Insurance Agency of Almena.
Hartwell to serve it again. Let's see if the timeout cooled her off. It did not, but the ball is going to come back. And it is going to be rolled over, but right into Covington. But great save by Norton. Someone lost a shoe. And that is the person who lost his shoe is Spear.
Norton has come back. Remember, they were down by 6. Now they're only down by 1. And again, Mark, Baird has not been a part of the equation here. They've kept it away from her.
Well, she's in the back row, and they have, kept the ball away from her, not giving her those opportunities. And right now, she is not a factor. And the score is tied. Hartwell sends one into the back row. We have a set now. They're going to try to get Baird back in the game, but Tessa Hauser, did they say she's in the net? No, they did not.
So went out of bounds on the block.
And so they're giving the point to Northern Valley. No, there's a disagreement. One ref is saying it is Northern Valley's ball, and one ref saying no, that point was Norton's.
I think Northern Valley thinks it was blocked out of bounds.
Okay, and that's what the call is. So that's straightened out. And the dangerous server, Paige Baird, sends one in the back row. Hartwell handles it, pushed over by Miller. Kept alive. We have a set. And too near the net. Covington knew what to do with that puppy. Actually, if you did that to a puppy, you'd be in trouble. But
Baird, Mark, did not. I don't think she scored at one kill when she was on the front row this last series.
She's just as dangerous right where she is now, because that young lady can serve the volleyball. An ace. Three-point lead now for Northern Valley, and a timeout taken by Norton.
For more than 75 years, the Almena State Bank, with locations in Almena and Norton, has been your locally owned and operated full-service bank. Your deposits and investments stay in the community, benefiting your friends and neighbors. Their staff continually works to build on the high quality of service you have come to expect and deserve. The Almena State Bank offers a full range of commercial and personal banking services, complete with their easy-to-use mobile banking. Stop by today and let them help you make your financial goals a reality. Almena State Bank, Equal Opportunity Employer, member FDIC.
Well, we got a 3-point Husky lead after they saw a 6-point lead vanish, and they lost the first game 25 to 21.
And a come from behind loss in that game as Norton came storming back.
Yeah, they did.
Paige Baird doing the serving, and such a talented athlete. She sends that one in. It's going to stay alive, at least for now. Pushed over by Geringer. Tapped over by Baird. Tapped back over by Miller. Nice little volley going here. And a block at the net by Tessa Hauser.
And also in there on that, I think number 35.
Well, if she wasn't in on it, she's sure excited about it.
Avery Miller.
Kuhn back to serve. Timeout works for Norton. Here comes Smith. Batted up, too near the net. Covington, they managed to get it back over, but Covington's putback was too hard. Now, 21-19.
18.
Excuse me. Zoe Cox. Back row kill. Well done.
Wow, what a back row hit that time by Taryn Kuhn.
Miller drops back to serve. Give a few minutes for the blood in her face to settle back into the rest of her body. I mean, she got so excited earlier. There's a kill. That one put down by Hammonds, yeah. Or not Hammonds, Salmons.
And Covington out and back into the lineup. Hammond.
I'll tell you what.
If you haven't never eaten at the Hammond Hut, Mark, you need to.
I have not.
You'll have to wait till next year in the summer.
Miller sends it high. And Hartwell unable to push it over. 23-19 Northern Valley, as this one looks like it may take 3 sets to settle it. Nice serve off of the fingertips of David and out of bounds. And Hammond now has a game point. There it goes out. Norton staying alive. They send Tessa Hauser back, and they bring Hadley Hauser in.
That's a good one to have on the front row, I can tell you.
Yes, it is. And that's why. That's 4 hit right there, I think. Nope. Oh, boy. What a kill. Norton has to fight off 3 more match points, or game points, excuse me.
Yeah, if you're Norton, you got to go to Hauser. You just have to go to Hauser, don't you?
Yeah, just keep feeding her. You want to have good serves. There's a good serve. Nice pass. Nice set.
Not a good set there.
Gehringer pushes it into the net, and that ends this one as Northern Valley, after dropping the first set, comes back to win this one 25-21.
We'll be back with the final set after these messages.
For more than 75 years, the Almena State Bank, with locations in Almena and Norton, has been your locally owned and operated full-service bank. Your deposits and investments stay in the community, benefiting your friends and neighbors. Their staff continually works to build on the high quality of service you have come to expect and deserve. The Almena State Bank offers a full range of commercial and personal banking services, complete with their easy-to-use mobile banking. Stop by today and let them help you make your financial goals a reality. Almena State Bank, Equal Opportunity Employer, member FDIC.
Grant Bailey of Bailey Ag Solutions in Norton is your channel seed rep. That's right, and he understands that the difference is seedsmanship. Yeah, at Channel he knows the importance of staying connected and getting his boots dirty all season long, working with you, the farmer. As a seed expert, he looks to get the most out of your fields by putting himself right into them throughout the season. Bailey Ag Solutions, your channel seeds rep in Norton, Kansas. The Hammond Hut is located right along the highway in Long Island, Kansas. You can't miss it. It's right off the highway. And you know they're only open about 3 months out of the year during the summer because they use a lot of the kids in the community to help serve the great food that they supply. I mean, it is some great food, folks. So next summer, when you're traveling through the Long Island area and around the Long Island area, stop by the Hammond Hut for a great hamburger, potato salad, French fries, you name it, they've got it. The Hammond Hut, right off the highway in Long Island, Kansas.
Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas.
Well, we've come to the third game of this match, and it's for the county bragging rights, I guess.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this has been a hard-fought contest, hasn't it?
It has. Both games were 25-21. Norton won the first, Northern Valley the second. And both these teams, of course, played Colby earlier today. And I don't know how much fatigue is a factor. I know that it is hot in here.
Yeah, I would think that as much as anything, you know. But you know what? Early in the season in a hot gymnasium, we have seen good volleyball this evening and this afternoon.
No doubt about it. We're going to be in Healy, Kansas tomorrow for the Healy Invitational Volleyball Tournament.
Which is a great way to really kind of kick off our season. Yeah, our weekend,
yeah. Football next Friday night all across the state of Kansas. Norton Bluejays, Lucas Melvin's team, and Chuck Pedersen, the head coach of the Northern Valley Huskies, will get the football season started.
Oh, wow. Block at the net that somehow falls on Northern Valley side. Miller, and they, set up Hadley Hauser. And she nails it. Norton jumps out to the early lead. Gehringer drops back to serve her again.
Hadley Hauser, they see she's 6'2". You thought maybe her sister was only 6 foot. I'm more thinking that Hadley is 6'4", and the other one is 6'2".
I'll tell you what, she is tall. But that time, smart play as Hadley was set. Smith just pushed it to the side of her, found a spot on the floor, and down. Sydney Brands drops back to serve. The 5'5" senior puts the ball in play, comes into Hartwell. David with a set. Kuhn just pushes it past the blockers. And it goes over the blockers there. Back and forth volley here. Here's the back row kill attempt by Hammonds, kept alive, but into the stands. Miller with a great effort.
Is that Salmons that hit that? I think so.
It was indeed.
She's a pretty good hitter in her own right, along with Covington and, of course, Baird.
Here comes Brand's serve, goes to the back row to Hartwell. We have a set and pushed back by Kuhn. That would have fallen in bounds. kill attempt that time by Baird. A rare misfire for that young lady into the net. And we're tied at 2 apiece. Jones comes in to serve as David returns to the bench. And here is the serve to the back row. And block at the net. They finally get it back across. We have a set by Miller for Hauser. Drives into the back row. Brands is there. And it's pushed over by Baird. Cross court. Kuhn could not get it. The set too far. So it is 3-2. Northern Valley with the advantage as Jaden Smith drops back to serve. Smith reaches back and sends it across, sent forward by Geringer, and then sent down by Hauser, but kept alive, and here comes the putback. That's Kuhn. Pushed over by the libero, dug out. Here comes the push back across. Jones. Too near the net, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Covington was going to take care of that one.
Yeah, you do that with Covington on the front line, you're going to pay. As she drills that one. Back to serve is Smith. That's into Jones. Too near the net again. Covington and Miller was able to dig it out, but she sent it out as well. I'll tell you what, you got to be careful with your passes and your sets near the net with Covington.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a pass. There's a bump set. And there's a Kuhn kill, but slowed down by the block, and Baird blasts it. 6-2 as Northern Valley, as they have in every game they play, jumps out to an early lead. And a timeout taken. We'll be back 6-2 in favor of Northern Valley.
Long Island Ready Mix has what you're looking for in your concrete needs. With fast delivery with a consistent product, Long Island Ready Mix can turn your concrete dreams into a reality with high quality cement.
Moffett Drug is committed to helping their customers in the Norton community. You'll find every member of their staff to be knowledgeable and accessible. While their commitment to personal service is still the most important aspect of their business, they are constantly expanding to include many patient care services, such as diabetic shoes, home health aids, immunizations, and much, much more. It's all brought to you by Moffett Drug, where they hope you enjoy shopping with them, and it is always their pleasure to serve you.
We are here in the high school gymnasium, the very steamy high school gymnasium here in Norton.
It's a nice facility.
It is a nice facility. The floor is beautiful. And great support, as Norton has a lot of fans here, most of the student body, and everyone else in the county on this side.
Good crowd.
And here comes the serve off the hands of Jaden Smith. We have a set for Hauser, who that time just tips it past Covington, who was set. And they're bringing Hauser out and putting Hauser in. They took Hadley Hauser out and they put Tessa in on the front row. And here comes Jaden serve, and it's out. And I'll tell you what, Kuhn was trying to get to it, and it's a good thing she couldn't. She knows that. She's smiling. Hartwell to serve. She had a nice little service run in the previous game. Great putback. Super effort to try to get a hand under that by Kuhn.
That was a great play by Zoe Cox. She saw that opening and just tipped it over. No set.
Yep. Baird is doing the serving here. Oh, ace serve. And, you know, they decided to let that go, and it looked like it's kind of like one of those sinker balls in baseball. Looks like it was going to go out of bounds and then
died.
They're not going to let that one go. Hartwell under it. Miller sends it high. And then Kuhn sends it over where Baird handles it, cross-court set off the net. And that's going to score one for Salmons. As Baird is back to serve. Dug out by Jones. Miller with a set for Tessa. And her kill.
They said Baird lifted it.
Nice kill that time by Hauser. Tessa Hauser gets it down, and here's Kuhn to serve. Her team down by 4. Serve received. We have a set cross court pushed over the net by Brands and then pushed back across by Geringer. And then put down by a young lady who has been impressive near the net this evening, number 25, Jasmine Covington, the 6'1" junior.
She's had a lot of knee problems. I think she's had 2 or 3 knee surgeries, I'm told, since she was in junior high.
Wow. Zoe Cox sends it to Hammonds. High set, Kuhn back row off the fingertips of Covington and out of bounds. And I think they're sending in David. Yes, they are. The front row. She replaces Jones, and they're going to send Miller back to serve. Interesting way of getting sweat off the floor.
Yeah, Sydney Brands just, I'll sit down and scoot on the floor.
Yeah. High set. Here comes the kill. Miller's there. Rolled over. Beautiful job there by the libero. Miller just back of her hand pushes that one across. Covington blocked at the net by Tessa Hauser, and she kind of liked that. Miller
yes,
to serve.
Did.
Miller served to the back row. Pass forward, bumped over, really quick bump move that time by Cox. And pushed back and catches the sideline. Great placement of the ball by the Blue Jays. Miller to serve again. Her team down by 2. 10-8's the score. Miller receives permission to put the ball in play. She does so quickly. Sends it to Brand. We have a set here, and we have another block at the net by Tessa Hauser.
And number 7, that would be who?
That would be David.
Double block.
Miller with a serve sent high. Received by Brand and then pushed over by Salmons. We have a high set pushed over by David, and that's staying down. Great diving effort by Salmons, but she couldn't get there, and a timeout taken by Northern Valley as Norton comes back and ties it up.
New Age Industrial is located in the heartland of America, in Norton, Kansas. With their single location, they are able to assure continuous product quality as well as maintain a consistent, high level of customer service. Their rural location gives them access to a workforce with a very strong work ethic and a true understanding of what the word quality means. Supporting today's broadcast is New Age Industrial. Stephen Cox Associates and Upland Pork of Long Island, Kansas wish the Northern Valley Huskies good luck this year. Stephen Cox Association and its employees value good sportsmanship and are committed to the academic and athletic success of the students at Northern Valley High School. That's Stephen Cox Associates and Upland Pork.
We have mentioned the good turnout here by the Norton student body. Should mention that the Northern Valley student body is here too. They travel in a herd.
Yeah, they're all here.
Yeah, and good support.
There's a few Husky fans watching somewhere around the country, I can tell you.
Yeah, good.
And Blue Jay fans somewhere around the country.
Both communities really turning out this evening and making a lot of noise to encourage their girls. That was a great job of trying to keep it alive.
That was a really smart play. It had been easy to play that.
Yeah, Hartwell sent it long, but good defense. Hammond comes in, which means that pesky Covington is on the bench, at least for a little bit. Miller rolls it over. There's a kill by Salmons. Back row kill by Kuhn, and that's going to hit the floor. Great effort to get a hand under that by Zoe Cox.
Floor is slick down there. Look at her.
Yeah, she's trying to get some of the moisture off the floor with her knee pads.
A lot of sweat on the floor.
Well, you know what that tells you, and what you can see is these girls are throwing themselves around. They're hitting the floor hard, going after every ball, and as a result, a lot of perspiration on the floor. Back to serve. Hauser. That's Tessa Hauser. Puts the ball in play. That was Jones. No, excuse me, it wasn't. It was Hammonds, and they caught the line.
It was really close, and I think Coach Baird thought no, but the line judge said yes on the line.
Yeah, close call. Tessa Hauser sends it to the back row. Bumped high, pushed over off the net. Miller, and pushed over by Kuhn. High set, down the line. Miller got her hand on it.
Well, Mark, game 3 of a match, tied at 12. Couldn't get any better, could it?
It really couldn't. Girls giving everything they have on every point. Ball received by Hartwell, and back in there, Hadley Hauser, and she put one down, not very hard. It's coming back. And David just rolled one over to the back row where it's sent up and a hard kill, but I thought that might be playable, but it was not, as Paige Baird comes through with a vicious kill.
We'll try to keep track how many kills she gets opportunities on that front row while she's out there.
Well, I'll tell you what, the place you don't want her is any place on that front row where she can play the left hitter spot, because she is money from there.
Now, the same thing goes true for Hauser of Norton.
Hauser kind of likes that middle blocker position. Geringer back, and we're tied again at 13 apiece. Comes in, pass forward. We have a set again for. Now that time what happened, the blockers were set, and Baird wanted to fire it through them. It hit the tape and bounced over the blockers and out of bounds.
Might have hit the stick.
Geringer sends a nice serve in play. We have a cross-court set, and right now they are, wow. Oh, wow. Wow, and I'll tell you, the coach and Cox are saying, what?
Oh, it was on the line.
Yeah, if it hits the line, it's in, and that was close. And so Norton is up by 2.
Is that a momentum killer, maybe? I mean, or is that a momentum giving Norton momentum? Because that was a great play.
Well, the thing you got to do, this tests your mental toughness. Flat put back that time by Hauser. Anytime you keep her on her feet and out of the air, I think that's kind of a victory. Geringer goes high, and she buries one, and Norton, asserting itself here in the third set, moves ahead by 3. Couple of close calls in this stretch of the game. Geringer. Oh, that is a nasty serve. And that's not coming back. The initial reception of the serve went all the way up to the rafters, and when it does that, usually nothing good comes of it.
If Norton scores again, Northern Valley will call a timeout, I would guess.
Geringer again with a good, well, no, it wasn't a good serve. It was a long serve, and that ends the run. Northern Valley sends Sydney Brands back to the service line. Brands serve received by, that's a number I haven't seen out there, number 21. Oh, yeah, it is, Geringer. Put back by Kuhn. Here comes a hard kill. Great job by Hartwell, robbing Baird. Hartwell does it again. That time, boy, just great defense right now by Norton, but they're not able to get into their own offense, so they're sending the ball back. Now they get an opportunity. Kuhn buries it.
Northern Valley in the net that time. Number 5, Zoe Cox.
And Jones comes in.
This is the biggest lead Norton's had in the match.
You know, they
and any game today.
They have 2 good liberos. Against Colby, they play Jones, and now they have Hartwell in, and Hartwell is playing her heart out tonight. We have a set in the center.
Hauser.
Oh, wow. Hadley Hauser. Northern Valley needing to dig deep here. Jones sends it in. Have a set for Baird, and she pushed it over the blockers and caught the line. That was nicely placed, nicely done. And again, she plays that left hitter position, but because of the rotation rules, she sometimes has to line up. Like right now, she is on the right hand, but once the ball's put in play, they can move, and she'll move to the left side of the court. And same thing on the other side of the net with Hauser. She likes to play from the center. And wow, the libero went up against the big gal. Covington put it right into her hand. Covington didn't bring the arm forward, and it just fell and kind of dribbled off of her arm and to the floor. 5-point lead. Hartwell back to serve. Sends it in. Nice reception of service. Nice cross-court set. And a nice job that time hitting from the right side by Paige Baird. And she drops back now to the service line where she is dangerous. She really can serve that volleyball. She does so there. Hartwell returns it too near the net, and guess what? Miller just stuffed it right back in the face of Covington, and that's the first time we've seen something like that. Covington's a strong woman, and Miller matched her at the apex of her jump and won that little contest. And here comes the Kuhn serve to the back row. Cross court set. And that is going to be another point as the kill attempt. No, excuse me.
Northern Valley got the kill.
Yeah, the
Salmons.
Hammonds turned away kind of like she was disappointed. Salmons did, and I thought it must have come down on her side of the net. She just maybe a little tired out there. Wonder why. Kill, and that's not coming back. Tessa Hauser puts it down. 22-17, Norton trying to close this thing out. They're going to send Miller back to serve. And a timeout taken by Northern Valley, needing a rally. 22-17, Norton.
There at Windmill Farms in Almena, Kansas, is a family-owned business that provides turnkey landscaping service from the final grade to the final blade of grass. They also do individual projects like underground sprinklers, drip systems, trees, shrubs, foundation planting, ponds, pondless waterfalls, streams, patios, walkways, driveways, you name it. If it has anything to do with landscaping, you can depend on Windmill Farms. Check them out on their website at windmillfarmslandscapes.com.
All American Glass is there to serve their customers wherever they are. At All American Glass, they feature NGA certified master technicians to handle your insurance claims or emergency repairs. All American Glass will repair first and replace when necessary. Call All American Glass in Long Island, Kansas at 785-854-7625 or toll free at 866-312-2257.
Avery Miller drops back to serve for Norton. Norton is up 22-17. We'll see if the timeout cooled Avery off. She sends in a good serve. Nice pass on that. Too near the net, but not so. As
Paige Baird somehow.
she pushed it right by the block. Just, again, out-muscled the blocker at the net. We've seen that for both teams now. Miller out-muscling Covington, and there we saw Baird out-muscling Hauser. So we have Hammonds in to serve. Good job passing, good job setting, and good time killing. Good job killing by number 4, Tessa Hauser, who is now going back to serve. And as she sends her 6 foot back there, her 6'2" sister comes in to take her place on the front row. Bumped up, pushed over, bumped up. David, and they have the set. And this is what they want to do. They want to close this out by running their offense and setting up Hadley Hauser for the big kills. On the other hand, I'm sure Northern Valley would like to be able to run play to set up their tremendous player, Baird. That time she is the setter. Down the line, that time by Geringer, and then rolled back over.
Here comes Hauser.
She's flat-footed, though. She ran into one of her own teammates, was unable to get that height she likes to get. And that turned ultimately then into a point as Salmon sends down a big kill. But Northern Valley's needing to fight off 5 game points here to win this thing, as we have a game point. Pushed over that time by the libero. Great block. The libero again doing her job, and Miller pushes it over. High set, just rolled over. Libero saving that point, and then Geringer just rolling it over. Anytime you just have to roll it over like that in a free ball, that's not what you want to do. But that's what you want to do, and that is it. Norton wins in 3 sets against Northern Valley, who, these 2 schools put on quite the show tonight. This final set, 25-19. 3-set victory for Norton.